Straight flying mid-ranges are my absolute favorite mid-ranges to throw, which is why I brought every single one of my favorite flying mid-ranges. We've got a Glow Mako 3, the Gateway Element, Latitude 64 Claymore, this beautiful Horizon MD1. If you haven't seen me absolutely shred this course the other day, that'll be linked up top. We also have the Midnight Prowl 2, which is just the Discmania Origin. Gotta throw in the Hex. This one specifically is Glow. And where you have a Hex, you also have the Echo. Still two nasty freaking mid-ranges. This one's really gummy. Then in the Discmania department, again, we've got the Metal Flake MD1, which is the Mindbender, Sea Line MD1, and the Sphea. I kind of put him in here out of sympathy. So at first, all we're doing, we're just comparing. I'm not gonna unload everything on this one hole, that'll be boring. So we're gonna start off with just Discmania. Obviously, the Origin is a little flippy, so I'm gonna do my best to show flippy to most stable. That is a fun disc to throw in the woods. Hard on hyzer, flips to flat, turns. I think next is gonna be the Sea Line MD1. Board flat, by the way. And this is why I make YouTube videos, I'm not on the tour. Didn't put that on the same line, unfortunately. We have a Metal Flake and a Horizon MD1 though. And still plenty of holes to figure these things out. Super straight, slowly drifting to the right. Where this Horizon MD1, I think it has a little bit more of a finish. It definitely didn't drift to the right, really. So we've got the Sea Line and Origin basically on top of each other, and then over there we've got the Metal Flake and Horizon. Most understable has to be the Midnight Prowl 2. Next, I really want to say the Sea Line MD1. The Metal Flake and Horizon, pretty close. Just to show you guys what a new player would throw like, I'm gonna try and throw left-handed just to see how these cats fly, you know? Horizon MD1 up first. Stable. And if you think I'm about to put all of these on the same exact line, you are crazy. I'm just throwing them. Now we got the Mindbender. Dang, I know I look like a bozo right now. And why is all the blood rushing to my fingers? All right, Sea Line MD1, let's straighten this thing out. It's kind of a rip. Can we get the Origin there? Ow. Dude, I feel all the blood going to my hand and it hurts. So this is literally my favorite hole to throw mid-range on, 350 feet uphill. I'm emptying the bag on this. I'll put some good music on for us. But I just want to see which one of them can get up there, distance, the flight it takes, and all that good stuff. More height. I'm gonna have to put this dude on a dummy hyzer. I'm hitting the same spot, I gotta get some height. Speaking of dummy hyzer, introducing the Sphea. No, we're not. Got some distance on that one. Ah, that was a grip lock, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more, sorry, I love this hole. Oops. And last but not least, the Glow Mako 3. They're up there. Ended on a few grip locks, but a majority of them kind of were in the same area, except for one is a little bit farther that way. The closest though is our Hex, and it's literally right by the basket. Birdie. The really cool thing that I love about stable mid-ranges is that they really expose you with what you're doing wrong. If that thing's drifting right, you release it on anhyzer. If it's stable and going left, too much hyzer. And if it's just going absolutely dead straight, then you're the man, you pipe this dude perfectly. All right, Discmania is gonna sit on the bench for a second. We're gonna bust out some of these other companies. 320 feet. The cool thing about this shot is you have to land it flat on that hill, or else you roll away. Here's the Echo. Nice little drift. That's not gonna land flat on the hill. Slow speed. The Claymore's stable. Stable too. Dang, I got tired of leaving them short, so I kind of juiced that one. Tried. Put on too much anhyzer. Like I said, these discs will expose you. All these discs fly pretty similar, so it's really gonna come down to the feel, the gumminess, which I'll go over all of that at the end of the video after we figure out which one of these boys go the farthest. But again, that'll be at the end. I'm gonna redo these same discs, 270 feet, not gonna go 100% power, just kind of like a 70% right at it. It's a good way to start. Not a good way to follow it up. Aw, I needed that to go inside of the tree. So that thicker tree in the middle, the basket's like 30 feet behind that. The gap that I'm going for, 30 feet to the left of that thick tree. Now before we ace run the island hole, I'm not a straight mid-range forehand kind of guy, but for the sake of the video, I will be today. I'm gonna try and finesse these puppies down there. I have a feeling that the more stable forehands are gonna be a little bit better, but we'll see. Okay. I hit the gap. Okay. Too much. We're not gonna talk about that one. Or that one. Dude, I suck. Better, miss my gap. Dang it. Okay. We did it. That's parked. And it only took 7 throws. Hope you guys enjoyed the forehands. Well, that was horribly embarrassing. So we're gonna go back to backhands on the island hole, 300 feet, ace runs only, and we're eliminating discs. So if it's a sucky ace run, it's out and we're moving on. Mindbender up first. Out, sucks, garbage. C-line MD1. Turn for me. Out, sucks, garbage. All right, we're going for real this time though. I was being a little lazy with those first two. Not an ace run, but not a bad shot. We'll let him stay. Oh, that's on me. He can stay in. Just on a default. Mako 3. Here we go. Better. Hold the turn. Hold the turn. Sheesh. We're just gonna throw that straight in the sky. Good job, Nate. Does it fight out? Ah, it does. Dang it. Quicker than I wanted to, it can stay in. Claymore, shout out to Modern Warfare 2. That's gonna have some finish. Right about now. Just a good shot, it'll stay in. Last but not least, the sexiest looking disc on the planet, the Horizon MD1. Oh, trash. Do not go in the water. There doesn't look like there's water up there, but there is, and it's like the deepest spot. I would have lost it. Completely lied to you guys. I forgot I'm doing a long distance, so I can't really eliminate any discs, because what if they go the farthest? And we'll never know. So we're gonna start off extra flippy and go with the Origin. By the way, I left the Svea on hole 3. It's crazy flippy, we already know. If you find it, you can have it, I don't want it. Max distance shot, let's see you go, Origin. That's just gonna hold turn the entire time. Never will fight out of it. Next flippy, in my most humble opinion, Mako 3. Glow specifically. That 2, it's gonna hold the turn. Never really come out. Alrighty, I think from there we go C-line MD3. This is probably gonna do the same thing, just get to flat and start drifting. Except I'm gonna grip lock it and it's not gonna count. From the C-line, it's between these guys, the Echo and the Hex. We'll go Echo first. Or we throw it super high in the air. It did come out of it, but that's what happens when you throw it really high in the air. It's hard throwing 9 of the same exact shots, I'm telling you. It doesn't help when you're kind of a bozo at the same time. This is like a controlled max distance, by the way. I know I could be like hyzer ripping these, but throwing these flat, maybe even a little pinch of hyzer.
Okay, now we have the Claymore. That was a little bit more hyzer. Holy cow, that thing is straight. Sheesh. Look at that drift. That might be the farthest one. Until we throw the Horizon MD1, this thing can do everything. Ah, little low, got to flat, stays drifting left the whole way. That one should show you guys that it's the most overstable because I threw it the lowest and it didn't even try to turn like the other ones did when I threw them higher. So your winner, the Mindbender, 370 feet. Plus or minus, I was using U-Disc. I forgot my rangefinder. So a quick rundown of the plastics. The Mindbender, very flat, not gummy, not stiff, stable. You can get it to drift, but it will finish. The C-Line MD3 I noticed is even more flat. Not really gummy, but just kind of stiff. More on the stiffer side. If you love flat mid-ranges, this would be a good one. A little less stable compared to this Mindbender. Mako 3 Glow, again, pretty flat. Seems to be the common theme with these. I wouldn't say gummy, just kind of stiff. Nothing really unique about it. It's kind of like all the other mid-ranges. Hit it on some hyzer, it'll have some drift. Doesn't really fight though. It'll just kind of stay drifting. Another one that stays drifting that you guys saw, obviously the Origin. This guy on the other hand, beaded. So it feels a little bit more different in the hand. Not board flat, but not domey. But there is a little heartbeat to it. And it's a little bit more gummy compared to these last ones that I've been comparing to. Latitude 64 Claymore, very straight flying. Will drift to the right, but does have the integrity to finish back. I need to think of a scale of like gumminess, but not gummy, not stiff. A gummy one that I'm trying to show you guys, the Echo. This thing is like very gummy. You can fit it in your hand very well. Like you grip it, you can feel the plastic moving. This one is very board flat, almost concaved actually. Might have something to do with the gumminess of me just bending it right now. But this, when you really crank on it, it'll start drifting. Doesn't really try to fight out of it. I can't get over how gummy this is, but anyways, that is your Echo. The Hex and the Glow plastic, not near as gummy. It too is board flat, just like all the other MVP Axiom style discs. It feels very comfortable in the hand. I will say that. I don't know what makes it more comfortable. I guess it's just kind of like that little gyro edge that they have going on. It is definitely more rounded, that's for sure. And then last but not least, the Horizon MD1. This is probably the stiffest of all of them. Not really board flat, but not domey either. It's kind of easier just showing you guys. There is no pop top to it. This is the most overstable out of the bunch. I can hit this as hard as I want. It's gonna try and finish left at the end. But yeah, these are my favorite mid-ranges. I'm gonna do a video similar to this with some 7 speeds for beginners, so you guys be sure to subscribe, check that out, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace!